like I don't right now. Tom Brady threw 2 interceptions, including one on Tampa's final drive with under 2 minutes left. Yup. Bucs are now 7-4 and just 1-3 in prime time this season. Take a listen to Brady after the loss. GOAT talk.
You know, nothing's been great to this point. We've had some good wins, had some tough losses, and you know, everything's about 1 week here in the NFL, and we're gonna have to go play really, really well against a great football team next week.
Notice he looking worse every time they lose. What the hell he wearing? Where do you get that from? All right, so I'll tell you, worried the Bucs won't reach their potential this season?
Oh, bro, absolutely. Remember, Marcellus, I'm really in my bag lately. I've been right a lot. I'm not even talking about.
Wait a minute, don't do.
I have.
Cowboys.
Look, we're talking about the Bucs right now.
Oh, okay,
I'm in my bag right now about my Browns. I'm in my bag about my Bucs. I'm in my bag about my Saints. I said the Saints was going to be hot. They are. Let's get to these Bucs, though. They're not going to reach their potential, and I've been saying it. First off, let's talk about this. Primetime games. What are we, 1-3 in primetime games? Accurate. And the one win came because Daniel Jones didn't know how to convert a 2-point conversion right there in the flat. Come on now. So primetime games, when the lights are the brightest, the Bucs are the worst. That's one of the first reasons I'm concerned. How about this, though? Why does Tom Brady still look a little confused, like a misfit? What did they say, Marcellus? They said, look, don't beat Tom Brady. This is what Joe Judge said on that primetime game. Don't beat Tom Brady. Beat everybody else. I told y'all that was a blueprint. I said, wait a second, that makes some sense. Tom Brady's a Hall of Famer. Let's beat everybody else. So what happened? Just yesterday, they did that. Chris Godwin is 4th and 1, and we have the tape, so I'm going to show you Chris Godwin. I also want to show you my 4 net drops. You don't have to beat Tom Brady. You just have to beat everybody else. It's 4th down and 1. Tom Brady rolls out. He has Godwin there.
Give me that.
What happens? Chris Godwin, he gets tripped up trying to run that flat route because his receiver right there gets jammed up, Mike Evans. Just beat everybody else. You ain't got to beat Tom Brady. What did I say that? I said that after Joe Judge had said it. I said, oh, that's a blueprint. There's something there. How can we still continue to think the Bucs are going to reach their potential when they've shown us they will sputter? They lost the first game of the season. They won the next 3. Then they lost again. They won the next 3. Then they lost again. So I said, Marcellus, they need to win the next 3, but they're facing the Panthers, the Rams, the Chiefs. They weren't about to win those next 3. They would be lucky if they win 1. They got their 1 against the Panthers, or you just lost to the Rams. You got the Chiefs coming up. I am worried about the Bucs reaching their potential, and in fact, I don't think they will.
No, I'm not worried. It's interesting that you're worried about a team that already has matched their win production already at this point in the season, 11 games in, that they did all last year, all 16 games. 7 wins last year, 7 wins and counting this year. This is a team that I see that is learning their way. As they learn their way, they're going to be ups and downs. Acho, they're called growing pains, and there's no gain without a little pain. You're going to feel it. I had Oscar Slaughters. You know about Oscar Slaughters with the knee issue? It's basically an alarm, an alert to your body. You about to grow, big dog. I'm sitting there in high school. No girls think I'm cute. Look at your little dusty butt. I'm 5'6", 128 or something like that, but them knees start hurting, and I start rubbing them. People are like, dang, dog, you're too young to be having bad knees already. You ain't done much in life. And all of a sudden, you see me next time, I'm 5'8". You see me again, I'm 6 feet. You see me again, 6'4", 280. What it do? NFL draft choice. That's how this goes. Respect the process. That's what's happening.
And that's when the lady started checking for you?
No, as soon as I put that chain on, it was a wrap. They knew who was in the building after that. I spent my money. Here's the thing. I'm looking at this Bucs team, the same Bucs team that you want to talk about 1-3 in prime time. That's your focus. I know it skews your perception, like looking at them in only primetime games. But I watch all the games. I got the NFL channel. I got the NFL package. I watch all the games. I watched them beat the Packers. I watched them beat the Raiders by a combined 53 points. I watch this team every single week go 6-1 outside of those primetime games. And last time I checked, all games count. All games matter. So if you're going to respect what the Bucs do, you need to look at it in a totality. It sounds like you're only focusing in on certain plays or certain games. It's about the whole entire picture.
Okay, well then let me not focus in on plays nor games.
Yeah.
Let me focus in on players. Before the game, Lisa Salters reported Mike Evans, he doesn't care about his lack of catches or his lack of yards this year because all he wants to do is win.
I rolled that.
Chris Godwin, all he wants to do is win. Wait a second, that is right, Marcellus, because you told me, and I'm going to take this quote and I'm going to move it a little bit. No one cares what you're doing until you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yes. So let's put this now in the perspective of the player. I'm going to say that again in case y'all missed it. No one cares what you're doing until you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, that was so wise and eloquent when you said it, bro. These players, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they don't care about their personal goals until the team is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Mike Evans, he's done with his guaranteed money, but he's a future Hall of Famer, says Tom Brady. He don't care about his personal goals. They reported that last night until the team ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Chris Godwin's in a contract year. Oh, but he's struggling. Last year, he had 1,300 yards. This year, about 400 and change. He doesn't care, though, about his personal goals until the team is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's talk about Scotty Miller. Marcellus, Scotty Miller, through 8 weeks of play, was the team's second leading receiver in yardage and in targets. Scotty Miller, he wasn't on the box score yesterday. Anybody seen Scotty?
Should we?
Has anybody seen Scotty?
Anybody want to see Scotty?
Well, Scotty averaged 17 yards of reception.
Hello. Oh, Antonio Brown in the building. Anybody say AB?
But they lost. But they lost.
Oh, you doing that?
No, here's what I'm doing.
I hate when they do that.
Here is what I am doing.
And you doing what
Why did AB have beef in Pittsburgh? Not because he didn't like the city. Not because he didn't like Tomlin. Why? You said this before. Let's say it again now.
No.
Because Juju was getting as much shine as AB, a lesser receiver.
That was 3 teams ago. You still doing this?
No, what I'm doing is, we've seen this before. We've seen a pattern of an infrastructure within a team collapse. So here's my point. Chris Godwin had 1,300 yards last year. Mike Evans had 1,200 yards last year. They are in their prime physically. They are in their prime athletically. They are in their primes. So now if you're looking at AB, a 31-year-old AB comes in a team. He's been there for 2 weeks, Marcellus. 2 weeks. And he had led the team in catches and led the team in yards. And I'm Mike Evans and I'm Chris Godwin. I'm looking like, wait a second, bro. I've been here. I've sweat for this team. I've bled for this team. I'm actually better than him. Where is my love? The other reason I'm worried they're not going to reach their potential is because sooner or later, these selfless players, and kudos to them for being selfless, are going to realize Tom Brady ain't finna cut my checks this offseason. I got to get mine if this team is not going to get its.
Man, stop. Just stop, big dog. You can't have a premise that is based on, are you going to be in your feelings? Like, your whole take was, hey, players going to get in their feelings, huh?
The players are emotional.
We know players have emotions. Correct. That doesn't mean you're an emotional player. That doesn't mean, look, last year with all your historical seasons and all my individual statistics, what did it get you? Like, seriously, what did it get you? As a player, you understand there's 2 ways to get up there. Yeah, you got paid because you have stats. But now, what did it get you? At 7-9, where were you at the end of the year? With us, chilling on the couch, watching the other teams go out there and play. There's something about the winning antidote, how that can dress up any situation, including this situation. You act like this team is not going to make the playoffs. You act like this team is not going to make some noise when they get to the playoffs. So having a premise of, are you in your feelings? Not strong enough for me when I'm looking at these professionals right here. I'm looking at Tom Brady, whose yards per game, completion percentage, touchdown percentage, all above his career averages. For those at home, that means this version of Tom Brady is better than the average version of a dynastic GOAT in New England right now this year. I love to see that. And you got to remember, this is a team that's led by its defense. Despite all the sizzle on offense and all the additions, this was a trending defense last year, latter part of the season, and continuing this year. #1 rush defense, second most takeaways, third in sacks, and they didn't get a sack last night, which hurts them, and 5th in total defense. I'll bring up these nuggets to tell you this.
So tell me what, Marcellus?
That 1, you were crazy for talking about how they're going to be in their feelings, but 2, that they barely lost a game to a division-leading Rams team in the toughest division.
Now they're division-leading.
Yeah, because the Bucs help them. But in a primetime game where they've had struggles, you lose against the best team in the best division, some are saying, And you're like, whoa, the sky is falling. You barely lose that game. Out here where I'm from, we want the last laugh. Where you from sounds like you want the first laugh or the mid-season laugh. Who gives a damn? This team is still learning each other, figuring out, should it be more AB? Less AB. More Scotty Miller, or less Scotty Miller? The point is, as long as they hit this equalizer and the channel buttons up at the right time, they're going to make some noise in the playoffs because this team is constructed to win. Defense leading them.
Let's focus on the bigger picture. First off, we get so caught up in sports, we forget about the bigger picture sometimes. I'm just glad y'all were laughing in Compton, okay? You said where I'm from, we got that. I'm just glad that in Compton, you were laughing. I heard Compton's very rough. I grew up in Dallas, Texas. I went to a private school. We laughed a lot in my private school. I'm just glad that in Compton, where gunshots were being shot, I'm glad that you were sharing glass.
You stop. When you were born again?
I'm honest. Look,
leave my Compton
let me get back to my take, big bro. Tom Brady, he's lived his life, and he's shown us recently he isn't his feelings. When he wins, oh my gosh.